So you'll get a complete story out of that one season.
Okay, sounds cool. But I guess the one thing that I was trying to say initially is that I don't know if this show came out after or before K-On!, but it feels like it's kind of in that area where there were a lot of series like trying to copy off of that formula, like the cute girl
Okay,
archetype.
I have got to admit something that I just done that was extremely stupid.
Oh, go ahead.
In my rush to get everything set up, it's not that I didn't start the stream. I didn't have any desktop audio going through this, so I think it's been me talking to myself for the past little bit.
Oh boy.
Myself, I'm sorry.
I know you're not going to repeat yourself. I'm just going to go out there and say to anybody that goes back and watches this later.
Were you recording the video as well?
Do what?
Were you recording the video as well? You can just upload that later.
Well,
he's probably just doing it directly from.
Well, with OBS, if I didn't have it recording, like streaming through it, it's not actually going through my computer either. So I will admit that's my fuck up and my bad on it.
All right. The only thing I want to say, to repeat myself really quickly, is watch Dimension W. It's really good. It's an original story. It has an OVA afterwards, but it's not really super important to watch. But the series itself is really good and has really good animation to it. An original story. Original story.
Yeah, and I was just talking about how this I don't know. I don't remember the full thing of what I was saying. I was just saying that there were a lot of.
You're making parallels to K-On!
Right, I was making parallels to K-On! in terms of it just throws out a bunch of tropes in terms of like the cute girl format. Like the 4 girls is kind of common, and also having like unlike in K-On! They have like the bitchy girl archetype, but they have like the eccentric kind of woo, I'm the crazy, and then the quiet, subdued girl, and then like the main character or the main focus who's like the sweet, lovable one. And then they just throw the bitchy girl in instead of like in K-On! They have like the rich out, fish out of water girl.
Yeah.
Because they're all lovable versus having like one bitchy one to like throw everything off. But whatever.
Well, just summing up to where we don't repeat ourselves, and I'll make sure that I don't actually do that ever again. I'm going to take and say that the Celestial Method was definitely a watch through for me.
Right.
I'll give it a thumbs up, not 2.
Yeah, I would say.
The characters hurt me on that one.
I would say that it's definitely worth a watch, but you have to like determine for yourself whether or not it's something you want to stay invested in.
Well,
don't. And that's another thing. Don't let those first 3 episodes trick you. Don't let them trick you.
Yeah, don't.
That's not the tone throughout all the episodes. I just want to make sure people know that that's not the tone.
It's definitely not the tone on that one. But I'm going to go into the one that I was actually really surprised on how they took it, and I'm really looking forward to what they're doing next week. Who else been watching Island or keeping up with it?
I have. You know it.
I haven't been keeping up with it, so go ahead.
Man, that episode.
Yeah.
Man. I've been waiting forever to talk to you about that. Man, that episode.
I'll get to it.
Oof.
Well,
I've been preoccupied.
I can't say anything to spoil anything in it now, so. Well, you're talking about that episode, Willis, with what they done on the old legend. I'll put it that way. Did you see it coming? Because I'll admit, I sure as hell didn't.
I didn't see one of the parts coming. I did see most of that. Like when that last episode foreshadowed something, I was like, okay, that's probably how it's going to be. But I'm seriously believing this. I believe this anime is going to have an original ending. It's going to be a mismatch of a bunch of different endings put together.
Well, I read through.
Sorry, what I was going to say was for people who are listening and don't necessarily, like, if they're listening for this later, which episode are you guys talking about?
Episode 8.
There you go.
There you go.
But, yeah, episode 8. I read through the visual novel, so I'll say this right up front. They probably are going to go with an original ending because it did branch severely off from any ending in the visual novel.
Yes, it did.
So
But
I'm really looking.
It has some parts of the other endings, but it's pretty much branched off of it completely.
Yeah,
But
it's
it has
winging
elements.
itself off of it is the thing I've noticed.
Yeah.
It's not done as many cutaway parts to it. So I'm.
But I do like that it does give us glimpses and stuff. But
Yeah, it's just hours worth of gameplay on
Island
the
is
visual
really
novel.
nice. I like Island right now. I'm kind of concerned on how it's going to end because animes that are based off of things that have original endings can go one or two ways normally. It's either good
You're either
or
gonna
really,
love
really,
it or
really
hate it.
bad. Yes. And you'll
Right.
swear off the anime's ending, but at least you got the original works ending, and you can go with that in your head, like I do. So.
And then we also had Happy Sugar Life dropping a
God.
big ball this week.
Oh my fucking god! It was episode. Was it 6?
6? Or
No, it
sure?
wasn't. It wasn't 8. Yeah, it's either 6 or 7. I know it wasn't 8.
Hold on, I got this. It's on my bookmark list.
Yeah, just grab it real quick. I'm pretty sure
it
it's
is
either
episode
6 or
7.
There you go. It's episode 7. Holy fucking shit! Like I keep saying this every week, but literally, holy fucking shit! Like everything that they've built up so far, like they're just like, nah, fam, you ain't got this. You don't know what's going on.
Like I actually had one of my friends ruin the surprise in this episode,
Oh
which I almost deleted it off Facebook after they done that.
I can imagine why, because like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff they've been setting up to this point, and there's some characters who think they're fucking slick, and they aren't fucking slick at all.
And then turn around with the character that they brought on, even though they ruined the surprise of it.
Right.
They still did, like, it still gave me chills the way the character acted and how screwed up they were.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
But
I'll just say this, like I don't feel like this is much of a spoiler out of context because people are not going to really know what we're talking about, but the way that I'll say the way that they scared the shit out of those cops, like
cock-blocked and horny. That's all there was to it.
Well, now you're just gonna make people more confused about what the fuck you're talking about. But yeah.
Yeah, but they'll understand.
Well, you say that, but anyway, yeah.
And
like,
well, I know Troy hasn't said much, and I know he's been binging through Super a lot, so I'll let y'all have at it on that one.
I feel bad now because I kind of had that conversation with him earlier when he was talking. So Robert, you remember the earlier discussion between the mortal and God key?
Yeah, mortal and God key. Where we were talking about the ways that they interact, and we're not going to really talk about how that works.
He's pretty much got through the Future Trunks arc without. He's gotten through the entire Future Trunks arc, so.
The whole thing.
We can talk all about all that and anything related to it.
Okay,
Troy.
Yeah.
Huh? I'm sorry, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we kind of fucking figured on that. Where are you at right now? So we know where to start.
I'm at my place. I'm in my computer room.
Oh my god.
You got your dick in hand, apparently.
They literally just created the imagination rice cooker that made something that was stronger than Goku or something.
He's in the filler arc.
I also need to create a visual spoiler note for this. I'm also going to upload the logo too sometime. Just side notes.
But you got through the entire like Goku Black arc, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you understand the way that they have Super Saiyan Rose set up? Why that exists and what the whole point of that is?
Do what? Sorry.
Super Saiyan Rose, the fucking pink-haired Super Saiyan motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does any of that register as why that is or why that was the thing?
Why it's Rosé? No.
Right. So it's primarily because, and you said obviously like the story is convoluted. So Zamasu, spoilers, whatever. People, if you're not watching Super, if you haven't seen it, you best not be in this room right now talking about it.
For probably the next 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, because you have two like super fans talking about talking about it, we're probably going to gush for like a long time. So Super Saiyan Rose is basically because, you know, Zamasu put himself into Goku's body, right? Goku has regular ki while he has God ki. Those are canon supposed to be different types of ki, which is why Goku goes, whenever he goes Super Saiyan, it's one pathway. Whenever he goes Super Saiyan God, which is red hair and beyond, that's like a different category of transformations. Like,
which
it's
is why
totally
normal people can't sense those energies.
Right. That's why whenever he's Super Saiyan, whenever he's Super Saiyan God, when he's in red form, his ki is undetectable by regular people because it's God level ki. So
you'll normally hear them say, "Can you feel that pressure?"
Right.
That's normally it. Yeah.
Right. But essentially, Super Saiyan Rose is basically he's in Goku's body. His soul has God ki, and he's going Super Saiyan. And the combination of him going Super Saiyan with a God soul in there is something that's unprecedented. So it makes him pink-haired. And then all the other weird shit with the scythe is just him going, I don't even fucking know what's going on anymore. Fuck this. I'm just going to kill you with an electrical scythe.
I do want to note his character is really fun to use and watch in Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Just want to note that.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that. That's pretty
really nice. You can if you can chain his abilities really well, you can kill.
Well, you know, there's Fused Zamasu right now.
Yeah.
So you can have him fighting himself as himself and also as himself combined with himself.
Yeah, that sounds about something like he'd do.
Yeah, that does kind of sound like what he'd do.
By the way, I got my spoiler alert annotation up on the screen.
Troy's over there plugging his ears, going, "God damn it, I'm trying to watch Super."
Every time.
Well, it's because I think he moved over to subs, so he actually has to look at the screen now to see what they're talking about.
No, I finally got that one. I finally got to where I could find a couple of dub ones. So.
Oh, okay.
The problem
I know you're reaching the end, aren't you, of the dubs?
Like 68, and there's 76 of them. So I'm like, well.
You might
you
gotta get ready to Goku's feminine voice. Oh, you can.
His grandma voice.
It does get. You know how his voice always normally changes based off of his transformation. So yeah,
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really do that, except for some specific exceptions. But that's probably because of the voice actor's age and that they don't have like the insane range that Sean Schimmel has. My God, that man is a fucking beast.
How much of the sub did you end up watching?
What do you mean?
Of Dragon Ball Super.
I mean, I've watched pretty much all of it. I only watched maybe 2-3 episodes that were subtitled.
Right, I meant how many you watched that were subtitled. I was wanting to know if you heard King Kai's voice and what you think of it. I swear, he's the one voice that could go disappear, man. I understand it's the same voice actor from Dragon Ball Z. I understand that, and that's amazing, and I give the dude props. But come on, man, no stop.
Oh,
all right.
God.
And then I think the other one that everyone's watching, I don't remember if you caught up, Robert, Grand Blue and the tennis match.
I haven't seen a single one. So three go crazy.
Wait, so Troy, you have seen Grand Blue this week?
Yeah, I ended up watching it.
You sound so thrilled.
So, okay, wait. So you gotta admit they're like best friends, right? The main character and the blonde-headed dude. I mean,
I think it's more like frenemies, really.
I mean, isn't that though a true best friend right there? One that'll go for a KO move to get you out of a tennis tournament.
But no, like he needed help from his friend, and he's like help me, and then he looks over at he tries to send the help me face over to him, and then he picks it up as I'm about to use this against you, and he throws that face up. I died. I'm telling you, I died. Oh my God. He's like, and then she had to open the door and say, I got out of the shower. You can go in now. Oh, no.
I've actually got one of the scenes that cracked me up just because it was one thing. The comedy's on point in most of this. I will say that right off the bat. But
The way they got revenge, the way they got revenge for the on the tennis court, man. Like you thought they were gonna do something like high tech or something really cool, and all they did was change their water out with alcohol.
Let me tell you, as much as
We
I
didn't
have
sober them
drank,
up. We can't sober them up, so we just got them drunk.
yeah, and then turn around, and as much as I have drank, I have never had alcohol just evaporate into thin air as soon as it's out of the bottle. That has got to be some high proof shit.
It's like vaping alcohol.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. For people that was able to drink as much as they were, to not even have like a third of the bottle and are plastered, oh, that's it. I don't know what you call a shutting down liver. That's what it is.
I was on the beach. Oh my god. They're like, we don't understand. We don't understand. It's like, oh, we understand. Go ahead.
But I mean, I think as far as main events that's happening most of the animes this week, I think that was the main ones, other than the other one that got drunk in How to Not Summon a Demon Lord. Kind of expected the way that was going to flow.
Masters of Ragnarok is still doing really good. This was another strong episode. It wasn't a super amazing, oh my god, I need to drop everything and go watch this episode right now. But it was another strong episode on what they're building towards. So Masters of Ragnarok right now is pretty good. You just have to swim through those first 5 episodes.
Well, I can't remember.
A tall order.
I can't remember if this was
really tall order because I cannot this show will probably be not rewatchable by me. Once I've seen it, I'm done with it. So.
I can't remember if this was last week, but was last week whenever we talked about Evangelia and I got told to watch it? Or was that the week before
I've
last?
only been on this show twice. When we talked about it, I would say yes, it was last week.
Oh, well.
I think we discussed it last week, didn't we?
We discussed it last week.
Y'all discussed it, and I was just on the sidelines of it without...
No, I thought you finished it, though, and we talked about it last week.
No, we didn't know. He didn't watch it last night. We were talking about it last week, and finally, last week he was like, "All right, fine, I guess I'll watch it." And then this week is when he was like, "All right, I watched it. And, I hate life, and I want to go die in a fire."
I swore he watched it last week, and we were recommending that he watch the.
Man, it's been a long week then. Damn.
The movies.
Yeah,
and then he recommended that we watch Charlotte, and you have to watch Charlotte, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. It ain't gonna hold up his part of the deal, and I got that one on recording.
That was no deal.
But nah,
hey, Troy, Charlotte's good. Regardless of what I say, it's actually good. Watch it. I just like to mess with Josh because that's the one he constantly recommends. It's good.
Troy's like, "Do you get it in writing?"
I got it in recording.
Yeah, because Troy said, and I quote, "If you just watch this, I'll watch any anime that you want me to watch." And Josh said, "Really? Really?" And then Josh said, "I got that recorded." And he's like, "All right, I'm going to make you watch Charlotte." And then there you go.
Now, as far as my viewpoint of it, since it was first time watch through, I did get invested in it. It was good. The graphics, I can't say anything about because it was the 90s. They were actually really good even for the 90s. That freaking ending that they referenced through Gintama can go eat a dick. That was... Y'all knew that was going to happen.
You haven't even seen the movie, though, man.
You haven't seen the movie.
No, I'm going to watch the movie this week. I've been tied up catching up on a lot of other animes. And
actually, there's another one that does a real quick... I think it's called The Death and Rebirth of Evangelion.
Yeah.
I'm planning on...
actually a very slick little kind of recap of everything.
Well, I'm probably going to go back through and watch all the... Or I'm going to watch all the movies and stuff that go along with it because, like I said, I can't say that I hate it.
Watch out for the spin-off show where they're in school or something.
No, I won't do it. I won't do it.
Okay.
I had it's my kind of little renegade way of watching that. And it's, you watch all the way up until the last episode. Then you watch the movie. and then you assume the last episode is him doing something.
Yeah, I can see how that makes sense. Like within
Those
the
who've seen
context
the
of what
movie,
happened.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
because it kind of fits.
And it kind of makes
I still hate that ending though, but yeah.
I hate saying it kind of makes that ending a little happy. It kind of makes the ending to the movie a little happier. Like
okay, so I'll say this: if it was the only ending that I had, then I would hate it. But being that I have a proper, quote unquote, proper ending, I learned, like, whenever I first watched it, I actually really liked it because of the psychological aspects of it. But I was like, okay, very funny. Where's the real ending?
If I didn't have like movies to look forward to, I will not lie. Mark my words down. It would have been removed from my watch list. I would have pretended I never seen it. I won't even lie. That ending was that bad for me.
Long Live Mocking Key 2.
Yeah. What? Okay. But anyways,
so yeah, watch those, and if for whatever reason you don't like any of it, then you have the Rebuild films. There you go.
Like I said, I'm going to go back through and watch all of it on that part.
Well, watch the Rebuild films after you watch all the other stuff, because the Rebuild films are what they sound like. They rebuild the entire series.
But as far as that one, that's the main points that have happened through anime this week. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the...
Well, there was one more.
Which one?
It was High Score Girl.
Mm.
I'm sure Michael was waiting to talk about that.
No, I did something really bad. Really bad.
You went through and you read the whole damn thing, didn't you?
Not yet, but I'm so far ahead, man. So much feels like I legit got up from my computer and like had to take a breath because of what happened. Like I was like, oh my god. I got it. I do not want to read the next one. And so I went ahead and read the next one.
Do you feel like they're gonna get to it in the series?
No. No. There is, they won't get to that. I think they will get to they will get a feel moment real soon. But this is what I'm afraid of. If it does not have a second season, a lot of people won't get to see the best part of it, because I do not think they're going to be able to fit in as much as I read today.
Yeah, I did see that they are officially bringing it to the U.S. and they're going to be debuting it at some sort of convention. Like I sent you that link, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be debuting it at a convention in America sometime in the next half month or so, like literally within the next couple of weeks. So hopefully that is going to spur them to, like, honestly, the best thing that could happen to this film is if they did an English dub, primarily because marketability. It's going to be easier for people to get it and get into
one
it.
Part
but they got to also put it on a platform too. They have to put it on a platform because
put it on Netflix.
It is imperative for this show. I'm telling you, from what I read, you're going to want to see what I saw. Because
all right, let's let Josh jump in here.
Well, whenever it comes to Netflix does pick up a lot of those off-brand shows. I really don't think Netflix would touch this one, and it's mainly because
I disagree.
They pick up a lot. Like, I don't know if you've seen Blame or Knights of Sidonia. They both have that 3D, 2D anime style.
But
and
they're also
like
more
out there where people like in Knights of Sidonia, there's this freaking tentacle monster that this dude ends up trying to do it with. Okay.
Well, the main reason why I say that though is because the ones like Blame and stuff, to me, are more an action mainstream part. Like I said, I ain't gonna say they definitely 100% won't touch it, but with this one being more of a romance off branch like that, I just don't see it coming through.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have romance anime.
They have lots of it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I've watched almost every.
That's where I started watching some of it. To be honest, is on there. That's where, because they used to have, like, years back, they had a bunch of harem and romance anime on there, and I watched one because a friend recommended. He says, like, yeah, this is hilarious. And he's like, second season isn't that good. but you'll like the first season. I watched the first season, I liked it. I actually liked the second season, but I could see them. Maybe they're not the host of it, but they can pick it up because they got
Yeah.
that one that started on YouTube that Robert had recommended to me years back. It's that RW
Ruby.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think they have that on Netflix as well, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, that's the one that
Oh.
Rooster Teeth did. Although I will say that since Marty Ohm, the guy who originally made it, God rest his soul, since he left, the series has suffered a little bit. But
Netflix has
It
picked it up.
definitely has.
So that's my point. Is like maybe they don't. Maybe it doesn't say Netflix presents, but Netflix picks it up.
Yeah,
I feel
okay,
like-
that one I can see a little bit more as far as them presenting it. And the other part I'm afraid of with the English dub is, like, right now the girl is pretty much completely silent.
Right.
I
Yeah.
know you're saying.
Well-
My confession is I've missed this week's episode so far because I got a little bit behind, and then
Well, that's fine.
That's fine. It's a
But-
good episode, by the way. But yeah, that's
Right. Well, actually,
But
yeah,
I'm
there's two good episodes because they were behind on one. But
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
oh
It's
yeah,
true.
so I'm actually behind 2 episodes. But the part I'm afraid of is they'll
Man.
want to put an English voice actor in there that will be like sighing or something like that in it. Whenever her whole general concept to me is just being silent. And
I don't
there.
think they'll do that. I honestly don't think they'd do that
Okay.
because I was looking at the manga right again.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
As of where everyone's at now, she has not said a word in the manga.
No, not once.
Not once.
She
She has only made faces and every you can see it through the stuff. Like you could see it, her visible faces, and I mean they do a really good job of that. I don't see them doing sighs, wonky music to indicate her face. They do a really good job with that.
Yeah,
That's the main part I would be afraid of. It's not something that I think's 100% going to happen, but I have seen it happen in other animes before.
I think in the case of this one, it would be like the biggest travesty ever, and I don't think the people who originally made it would allow that to happen because it's so masterfully put together, like the way that it's actually filmed and all the shots are set up. You can tell the people that are actually animating it and setting it up, they know what they're doing to make
And
the
they
aesthetic.
care about it.
They put so much effort into it. You could tell they, like you said, like both of you just said, they put so much effort. They made sure to get the right shots, the right angles when they're playing the games. And the girl wants to sit behind his shoulder so she can watch him. They got the right angle so you could see all three, but you could still see her smile or her eyes looking down on him.
Right.
So when he turns his shoulder to look up at her, you can get that feeling. And they did a really good job of it. They really care about this anime.
And her smiles are like so nuanced, like you can barely tell that they're smiles.
Yeah, man.
Like honestly, for me, seeing her do a big smile is gonna make my fucking heart melt. I feel like I feel like there's gonna be a point at some point where he's gonna like something's gonna happen and she's gonna smile that big smile. And I'm just gonna be like 10 out of 10 best anime.
I think that's what's gonna. I think that will happen for you this season. I truly believe that. But I think that may be the last episode because I did go and snoop to make sure. But this season is only 12 episodes.
Yeah, it is.
So we only got what 4 more.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
as long as
Five
they
or
don't
6
do
more,
that,
5 more.
as long as they don't do the big creepy smile. So I forgot what anime it was. I have referenced it before.
Solution. Oh no, not Solution.
No,
Smile.
it's the one where the how to not raise a boring girlfriend.
Hey, that was a good smile. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's all. That would make me bust out laughing, but it would also ruin the moment for her first big emotion. Well, not first big emotion play. Her first big happy feeling.
But I will say, if Netflix was to pick it up, there's no way they don't bring the Japanese sub with it. So
yeah, absolutely.
The Japanese dub with it, but yeah, there's no way they don't bring that over
because it's already so well done. Like, the only thing I'm afraid of is that that they don't get, not necessarily that they can't do it, but it's like they need to get a really good actor, and whether or not they have the budget for that is
that's actually where I'm scared, and I'm scared for the main male character.
Yeah,
because with English voice actors, when it comes to anime, there's normally one go-to, and his voice has gotten so annoying for me when I start up an anime and I hear his voice in the dub. I almost immediately go to the sub no matter what. And it's the voice actor for Kirito from Sword Art Online. I don't hate him, but he is everywhere. And when you hear his voice, you know it's him. And you're like, oh my god. He's always the main protagonist that's going to save some girl sometime. And it's like, I'm tired of hearing this dude's voice.
Well, the thing is, like, in this case, I feel like, you know, I don't know too much about the voice actor. Or if is he generally typecast as like the generic protag?
Yeah. In almost every anime he's in.
But I feel like in this one, if he doesn't really have a generic protag voice.
No,
like,
I don't believe he does. But
like you know what would be cool, and I don't know how this would go necessarily, but I think if I understand right, I think he's relatively new to the scene. The guy who did the English dub for Saitama and One Punch Man.
Okay. Yeah.
Like he could, like, obviously not the same tone, but I feel like that guy would have the kind of like sarcastic voice that he could make.
But
he could probably throw it in there.
By the way, the guy's name is Bryce Papenbrook.
Okay, I'll be looking out for that probably.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's close to 100 animes is what he's done, and it's stuff.
Yeah, the Kirito voice. Yeah.
It's Kirito. He's an AEO no Exorcist. I pulled up the list.
If you need a protagonist,
Bleach.
He's your guy.
But okay, I'm actually gonna kick it over into the. I guess I can explain. I'm gonna change it up a little bit because even I don't know much about the scene that happened other than a couple events leading up to it. My only problem is I forgot the name of the anime.
Oh Lord. I don't think any of us will know these then.
You'll probably know it, Willis. Alright. Here's the first one. Like I said, I forgot the name of the anime. As you can see, it's a girl with her head through the roof, guy yawning.
Yeah.
I think he showed her who's boss.
I know this one. I just remember what it was.
I told you.
I remember what it was almost immediately.
I remember a little bit of the scenario was he had just woke up and she was over him or something and somehow ended up through the roof. I mean, other than past that though, just the blatant expression on his face. He just showed her who's boss and he's walking away.
Alright. Yeah. Let's say what are we gonna do? Everybody's interpretation or?
I mean, it's up to y'all. Troy, you got any?
I pass.
You passed.
Troy's like too busy watching Super, don't care.
Pass. Champ isn't bad. I gotta watch this.
Anybody or Robert, you got an interpretation of it?
Oh God, I don't think I can. This one is just too confusing to think up anything interesting on.
All right. So Josh was like pretty much correct on what happened in this scene. However, there is a bit of context needed. So they're like childhood friends, and she acts very stupid, needless to say. And he has this thing where he'll do this thing where he'll hit her, and it's not in like a domestic violence way, all right? But he does this thing where he hits her, and there's this one scene in the anime. It's not in this particular one, but there's this one scene where she's at a playground playing with a bunch of little kids, and she's like swinging on the swing. He shows up, ends up like beating her over the head, spinning her around in a circle, and throws her into a tree.
But not a domestic violence case right here. Just normal everyday thing you do to
because when
women.
he's swinging her in a circle, she's just like screaming and because she's happy and she's having so much fun. And then when he throws her, it's like,
oh,
it's hilarious.
All right, and then this one was another one. I forgot the name of the anime.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there.
I don't really need much explanation. I mean,
I've seen that one as well.
I think it was called Bones or something like that. I just don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason why I think I remember the name is because Bones and what she wants.
Plot twist: the guy is asking the girl.
Yeah.
I just had a bad mental image in my head. Oh, I'm so done with this.
She's kind of leaned back too, so I feel like the guy might be asking this. She's like, "What?" No.
Doesn't work that way.
Or does it?
Hey.
In some universes, it does. I mean, we got that multiverse theory going on.
I know this one guy who fell for a elf trap, so.
Hey, leave me alone. That wasn't cool. And turn around and I figure out the other ones. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you find out why that happened, though. You do find out why that happened, but yeah.
It must be in... Well, no, I think it tried to explain a little bit of why, but it was just... Yeah, that one got me. I'm just...
Yeah. It's all right. That one's really, really, really hard. The voice actor, the scene, the clothing, the face. It's really hard.
See, for me, ever since Felix and ReZero, I've been like looking at cat girls all weird. I'm like,
man, what you
man.
doing?
Are you doing?
He bit him on the ear. Oh,
Crocodile Dundee check. I think is what it was. Y'all know what movie I'm referencing?
Yeah, you're talking about Ace Ventura.
Yeah, that one.
When he goes, but Finkelman was a man and blah 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 is a woman. Finkelman's a man, and then he ends up putting it together. He's like, I kissed a man. No. There's that one scene when he's like in the shower and he like curled up, crying. That's with Jim Carrey, by the way. Yeah, it's funny. I think that's Pet Detective.
This one is the Kareem or something like that. I couldn't help it. I had to pull this scene even though it was from this week. It's really tough to explain your way out of it anyways. It looks like she's showing her who's boss. But it's actually the massage technique. I don't know anybody else that was watching this other than Willis.
Yeah.
What kind of massage technique wraps around the tits like that?
You see, it's an anime trope, all right? Sometimes when somebody gets wrapped up in rope, it just happens to get wrapped up in rope that way.
No, you can't explain it that way because this was purposely tied this way because she fought back. There is no point in the next 30 seconds that helps you with this, even down to the end of the anime.
Am I the only one who was looking at this and was like, why is the hair stuck in there? Is that part of the scene or is it just where it's fucked up?
Wait, what hair stuck in where?
Her hair stuck in the shirt.
Ropes.
Yeah, stuck in the ropes in the bottom.
No, that's the way the scene is. That hair comes out here in a moment.
Oh.
Oh, here in a moment. Oh, there's more? All right.
Oh, yeah, there is more because you don't only see this
moving
scene
pictures,
once.
all right?
Send me that link.
Huh?
Send me...
But no, the thing that just killed me is his face in the background. It's Sayono Kyurin or something like that. I can't pronounce it. But his face in the background just kills me. It's like, is this really a massage technique? Do I need to leave?
Man, that reminds me of it's like Rukishi no Calvary. There's that scene where the sisters. Okay, so I'm giving the context to what I'm about to explain, so I don't sound like I'm watching something perverted. Okay, so the brother is just walking down with his new female roommate, and the sister ends up spotting him, and she charges him and knocks him on the ground and kisses him. All right, okay, so there, I got it out of the way. But in the background, you see all the other characters, and like all their faces are just horrified, but there's this one guy in the background who looks like he probably just died. Like, his face out of all of them was the worst one. Like, he did not want to be there. It's kind of like how Troy pointed out in Psyche, how those two people were already turned around and that dude was mooning people. I don't know if Josh remembers that. But
yeah, I remember it. It was like
yeah.
What was it?
The two people were already turned around in disgust. They're like, oh, God.
Postponed, bum-boned, or something like that. I remember he was making an ass pun. Right. Here you go, Willis. So, that's a suppository in his hand, right?
I'm gonna get Robert to do this one. I already know what happened.
Since you don't know what happened, Robert,
Okay, so this is a fan-made animation of Markiplier fucking Jacksepticeye.
Close. No.
And he's looking around for stuff to fuck him with, and then he found Jack's
we're on YouTube. Remember this, by the way.
About to
Oh,
get
I know.
flamed by their fans.
Hey man, I'm not showing any pictures. I'm just describing it.
But I caught the faces in the background as this went away, but I didn't save it in the clip art because it was another moment where, like, he's in a denial stage of, like, this is from Grand Blue, by the way, the episode this week, where Chitose, was that her name? Am I
Yeah, let's just go with that. They call it Chiza, but
yeah, Chisa. It's when they're suspecting him living with them. They've done found a bra, shirt, wig, uniform. They're starting to think he's a cross-dresser, and this guy is just kind of toning out the world, like, oh, this is a suppository. The bra is a hat. I know. I've done bit my tongue. I've been drinking a little bit too much. Leave me alone.
sound like he was getting one.
The way I just bit my tongue, it felt like it. All right.
I'm not even gonna ask.
I went into the Sword Art Online long time ago of I like the way the English dub phrases this better. I will say this once because it was like the stranger the meat, the better the taste.
Yeah.
It was more of a perverted reference through it, but the subbed gave me a little bit different of it, so I just went with it. Anybody want to have fun with it?
Oh, I got the last one. I'm not doing this one.
Go ahead, Troy. Oh wait, no, Troy's seen Sword Art Online.
Yeah, I don't remember the scene though. So I mean, clearly that's a dating technique, is what that is. He's
right.
giving her his meat.
Well, technically, he's not lying.
He's definitely not lying, and in a scene or two, he actually has a lot more meat.
Why does his meat have an elbow, though?
I think it's, if I remember correctly, they're doing a dungeon and they're talking about how they're hungry, and this guy is like, well, here, I mean, we just killed a thing, so.
It's scavenged frog meat.
Yeah.
I forgot her name. Asuka? Or no. I know.
Michael's over there slowly dying in the corner.
I'm horrible with names. We all know
this. He's gonna call her Megumi.
Megumi, yeah.
Yeah, Megumi.
We had that conversation earlier, pre-stream.
Yeah, just a second ago.
Oh
I don't care. I picked it up as Megumi, and it will stay Megumi.
And I will continue correcting.
You need to give her character some respect. You know that her Japanese voice actress isn't like super well known, right?
Well, I'm not saying anything bad about her voice acting is spot on for me whenever it comes to Megumi. But
her name is Asuna.
Oh yeah, Asuna. Oops, I had that way off. But I mean, it's a medical condition. You can say it just flops down. They make a pill for it.
Looks like it's uncircumcised.
I didn't know where you was going with that for a moment. I'm like, what is he talking about? I go back to the picture. I'm like, oh, okay. He's talking about the meat.
Giggity.
Right. And then it was another one. They had an exercise quest, but you can tell from the look on his face, he wasn't interested in the exercises at that point.
Like, is it just me, or does it look like side tit instead of ass?
Huh?
Like the way this.
Yeah.
The way it's drawn,
you're saying.
It looks like side tit popping out of it instead of an actual ass.
Yeah, look, it's the way her shoulders placed.
Right. I was gonna say it looks a little weird, and they have like an odd shine on like the side of her. That's really weird.
Tan line. That's a tan line, guys.
Okay, all right, I get it.
No, I know, but it's her shoulder that
still looks like an ass tit though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Wrong with that, though? Have you not seen? Have you not seen Prison School? They literally make that reference. Oh my gosh, Robert, you just made a killer reference. Wow.
Accidental reference. Boom.
Because in Prison School they were talking about, they're like, are you a boob man or a butt man? And he said that he was a butt man because butts are the first boobs.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, because you could do this and this with a butt, and it becomes a boob.
But no, I mean, it was just they were having the sporting event
To get you
this
out,
week.
I don't care.
I was going away from prison school because that one still messes with me every now and then. But this whole time she is just flaunting it at him. I mean, there's no hiding it. I know Willis said he was watching it too.
Mm-hmm.
And this was just one of the scenes. I was aiming to pull the other one. I just didn't know how risky it was, and that's just like I threw away one that was too low Rue that I just couldn't bring myself to do.
Flaunting at the boy there?
Yeah, this whole thing, like, ever since she showed up as a character, she has been flaunting it because her and her two friends are lovers of young boys. That's all I know to describe it because there's no other way to describe it.
That kind of reminds me of a character from Mrs. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. It's one of the later dragons that gets introduced, and she gets introduced because a young boy mage summons her, and then she's like, "Okay, sure," and she's got like the biggest tits ever. If you look at a lineup of the characters, you know what I'm talking about. But she basically just like Michael over here sending messages, blooping in my ear, distracting me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, she's basically doing like the same thing. She's like, "Oh yeah, come here," and she's like putting her tits all over his head and stuff, and he's like all weirded out by it.
Well, Robert,
it kind of reminds me of that.
I know I asked you about it. Do you think the Two Love Rue one would be a little bit too bad to show on here?
You showed me two different ones. Let me scroll back up to that.
Majority of anything that you pull from that anime is going to be
I know, but
including To Love Rue Darkness, which I like, by the way.
If I remember right, the second one that you showed me, I was like kind of sketch on showing.
It was, but To Love Rue has so many of these good moments in it that I wanted to pull some of them.
It's a pure ecchi anime, so.
Hey man, it's your show. Do what you want. Do at your own risk.
I'm gonna look through the terms and condition before I pull anything like that.
Well, okay, we'll save that for later because reading through the terms and conditions now is kind of. You know,
oh yeah, that's gonna take a little bit. That's probably gonna be a next week thing.
That would drag stuff down.
Yeah, that's probably why we can't do a whole lot of prison school on here. Cause...
Oh yeah, that's exactly why.
But there's a lot of good references and pictures.
There is a lot of good references and pictures in it. It's just I don't.
Well, you did the one with the girl squatting over the dude's face. Remember?
I did do that one. That's pretty much my borderline of it. I figure if that video gets taken down later, I know not to do it anymore. But I'm gonna go ahead into the Marry Fuck Kill. And Willis, you may feel targeted by our picks this week.
Translation: this is for you, Willis.
Okay.
All right.
So first, from Overlord, we have Narbalgama.
Yeah, with Nabrio,
okay.
But yeah.
All right.
Narbalgama.
Then we have Shaltir Bloodfallen.
Okay.
And then we have Albedo.
Easy. This is easy.
All right.
This is easy. Want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
All right. I am marrying Albedo because she's best, and she'd probably kill me if I didn't choose her. All right. But at the same time, Shaltir already said she was okay with the Albedo situation. So it's just that they would end up discussing who would be number 1 and number 2. I'll let them decide that between themselves. So Shaltir, and then that's who I would end up doing it with. And then unfortunately, she would have to die, but she is one of the maids, so she would be okay with taking that honor.
All right. Yeah. Troy, I'm going to take it you'll need an explanation of each of the characters.
I'll bet it was best.
I'll just go in order. Fuck her, marry the one in the middle, and kill the last one.
Ah! How dare you? Did you know she has 2 sisters? They would destroy you.
Oh, so the sisters up for debate too? Even better.
Sisters are far worse than she is.
Hey, I haven't made it that far yet, man. Come on.
They're not in the anime.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. Robert, did you want to go second or do you want third?
Sure. I'm just gonna go completely. Like, show me the first two again.
There's the first one.
Okay.
There's the second one. There's
Uh-huh.
the third one.
You didn't even choose the right pictures. Beto needs our big smile.
Okay. And granted, this is completely without knowing anything about the characters, just strictly based off of looks. I would say, fuck the demon girl. I guess marry the first girl because she looks kind of like a badass, and then kill the maid chick because there's enough maids in anime. I don't need that shit.
Man.
Wait, which one's the maid one? Which one's the maid one?
The one that, well, the little Mary Poppins chick in the middle.
Oh,
Oh.
Hey man, hey man. I haven't seen shit, so
Man, y'all need to watch
Okay.
this
now time for me to tilt Willis in this one because I've already thought it through too.
He's gonna kill Albedo. That's what he's gonna do.
here we go.
Walking that Troy path.
So I am gonna kill Albedo because I don't like someone that's just gonna stalk everything I do.
She's amazing, man. You see the face she makes, the smiles.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I hope's there whenever I put, I guess in this series, a bolt of lightning through her head on it, because that just no.
You don't like her big smiles.
No, I don't like her big smiles.
What about Solution's big smiles?
No.
The slime
really.
girl who eats people.
Yeah, I know. She'd die if she was in this run too. I mean, come on. You be sitting there playing and having your fun with her, and all of a sudden you just get sucked in and dead.
See,
And
that's
her way of doing things.
You know what these characters actually did? Man.
Well,
I'm just gonna say this once again. I've already said it like 4 times, at least 3 times on this show. Every character, every main character in this anime is evil, to some extent, greatly more so than others. But they're all evil, main character wise, like main character wise.
well,
This is not your standard another waking up in another world anime.
but yeah, I'm gonna marry Shaltir, and just because I should have picked a photo that was more her other than the adventurer side of her,
Mm-hmm.
I'd fuck her.
Why didn't you pick Shaltir's second transformation?
That's pretty much if you piss her off. Let's.
So that's
Hey,
better than Albedo, right?
does any of them not have a second form that would just straight up freak you out?
Not Albedo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she smiles. That's all she has to do.
Man, you hating. You hating. You'll take the neuronist. That's what you'll do.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you too.
Alright.
Oh, somebody watching Super in the background.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I've got these, although I don't remember much about the third character that's from Maggie. I forgot a lot about it. I have Mia Masaki from Another. This one's Morgania? I can't remember how to pronounce her name. And then I have Rika.
Easy.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, I was aiming to say, since I went last on the last one, I'll go with this one.
Go first. Go on.
I would marry Rika, hands down. Don't care. I'd fuck whatever her name is, because I can't remember her name, so it's a one-time thing. And then I'd kill Mia. She's just got that weird set to her, even though, like, she's a loner, isolated. She pretty much is. Well, I mean, she's isolated, so she hates everyone around her for isolating her. I'm sorry, she's got to go.
I'm basically, I would have the same choices as Josh, not because of anything specific, but because I don't know any of these characters, and the only one that I remotely know is the last one, and I think she's an interesting character, so I haven't really, So all the memes that I've seen from her, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna have to get caught up, but.
All right, Mr. Troy.
Huh?
You're 3, sir.
I got some weird taste.
Robert. He has no idea what type of filler arc he's in.
All right, I'll go in reverse order. Kill the first one, marry the middle one, and fuck this one. No, either way, I'm going to jail.
All right. So here is mine, and it may surprise all of you. I actually agree with Josh and Robert, but it's for different reasons. So Rika, because she's best, all right, and the one in the middle because the person at the end, all right, and the person at the end is the worst reason because not because she's alone or anything like that. It's simply because she has the worst luck around her, and I don't mean in that wonky, clumsy fall over. I mean like umbrella going through your eyeball or through your throat type that where it falls, or like swimming in the beach while you're having fun and getting chopped up by a boat.
Like bad luck.
That's why I wouldn't want to be with her, because I know something is gonna happen, and I just don't want that kind of luck. I have enough problems being clumsy as it is. I'm gonna fall down the steps, and my left knee is gonna go through my forehead somehow, and I'll be sad.
That wasn't her fault, though.
It was not her fault, but
no. I mean,
but if you end up going into her anime scenario, you would end up being that new person to the classroom. And what happens to you, Josh?
Well, I mean, no people didn't technically die. It's just everyone that was already in the class.
I don't like the sound of not technically die.
All I can say is I'm staying away from that type of bad luck. Like, she had the bad luck of where like you would just like never win the lottery, or your food would come out burnt, or your toilet would overflow. I'll take that type of bad luck, but not like an umbrella, like you walking, your umbrella fall out of your hand and then it go through your eyeball or through your throat. That type of stuff. So no.
All right, and then the other one that I had picked out here, just for a little bit of fun with it, I did mix these animes. I have Lucy from Elfen Lied. Anna from Anna from In a World Where Dirty Jokes Don't Exist.
Good picture.
And then I have Hummingbird from Dead Man Wonderland.
Okay.
I don't know. Robert, did you say you had seen Dead Man Wonderland before?
I have not.
Okay, well, let's just say she has a tragic past and she'll send her hair through your throat and not even think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that implies, but
just imagine
she's crazy.
Just imagine that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She wants to kill, like, she has bloodlust. But in Dead Man Wonderland, in case you don't know that much about it, this guy gets framed for killing his entire class. So he's sent to this prison where they get these collars around their neck where they have to eat a piece of candy every, like, 12 hours, I think. Or the collar kills them. So they have to participate in these games where these prisoners are just slaughtered, and in order to earn these candies. Well, then turn around and he actually has a special power to where he's sent into an underground where they're actually pit in the cages and fighting to the death. They all have these blood powers. Like, one of them has scythes that come out of his arm. This one, her hair, like, moves so fast and chops her opponents up. It's like a hummingbird flapping its wings.
Okay.
The only thing I can say about this anime is don't let that, because if what Josh has explained to you hypes you up, it is good, but just temper it a bit, because
it leaves off. I hate the studio that done this. They cut off every anime they get their hands on.
Yeah.
but the anime itself was good.
13 episode that they released was a prequel episode, so
Yeah, it doesn't even get into the main gist of it. It just explains the world that they're in, and like, okay, go read the manga.
yep, 100.
All right. So, I went first last time. Robert, you won the first hand of this one.
Okay. With that explanation and nothing else, I would say fuck the first chick. Marry the second chick because, I don't know, she maybe looks okay. And kill the last chick because I ain't about to have no hummingbird chopping off my dick and, like, flying around with it. So
All right.
Well,
No,
I think Troy's watching Super again.
And that was before I actually took the time to just read that. because I didn't read the actual text until I just said that, and I kind of regret it.
Hey, that's not the worst thing she does, okay?
No, it's not the worst thing she does. She is completely psychotic.
No, she is amazing. All right, so let me go ahead and slip in on this one. Anna is number one. Mary, all right. That's for many reasons. One, because she'd probably kill you. She found out you were with anybody else, anyways. But because you have to be with somebody else, you have to go with somebody who it would work out with, and that would be the girl from Elfen Light or Lead, whatever it's called. Because she technically has two personalities. You could play around with that a bit. Although one of those personalities would probably make your head fall off and
twist your arm, slash your leg off.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that anime, Robert. It's really dark and it's good, but it's
okay.
Really when the twist hits you, it's heart wrenching. Like
it is.
When you find out, it is heart wrenching, and it is. Oh God! Like
this tells you how good it was.
I can't think about it.
This tells you how good it was. You watch someone, bone and all, blood dripping from it, get their leg chopped off. It is straight up has gore moments through it, and I even watched through it and say I like it.
But that wasn't even the. Yeah.
No, it's not the worst one.
The twist. No, thank you for not giving up the twist.
Yeah.
But when you find out though. It is so heart-wrenching because this anime comes off as something, it seems to be lighter tone with some sci-fi elements and a little bit of horror, but you get a lighter tone from it. But when it hits, it does not stop, and it is heart-wrenching. Like, I'm
going to have to go back through and watch it, although I'm going to hate myself for it.
I can't rewatch it. I can't because of that, because of those like 2 or 3 scenes. I just can't do it again because man. Oh.
All right,
the
and
way
then
they do the characters.
You're going to end up killing Hummingbird.
Hummingbird can die. Because, I mean, he kind of friends with the brother, right? So it's like, the brother could probably kill him too.
But okay, I'm going to straight out say Hummingbird is the fuck because I can't deal with that personality she has. At all.
But you can deal with Anna's personality?
Nope, she's dead.
Oh.
She makes you love nectar cookies.
Do you even know what's mixed in the love nectar, though?
Yes, I know exactly what is mixed into the... Okay, Robert, just to fulfill your curiosity.
Guys, I at no point did I say that I was curious on what the fuck you guys meant. I will stop you right there. You can fuck right off with that shit.
Look, you make a drink out of it, all right?
Yeah, it doesn't take...
I have a good imagination, okay? We'll just leave it at that.
Let me put it like this. There's this scene where she flips over the main character, and she's like, I want to taste your love nectar. And she ends up like, ecstasy, this pure ecstasy in that moment, and then drops her love nectar all over his face.
In that moment?
Bro. Stop, though.
She does. She drops her love nectar on his face.
Right. I'm not debating on whether or not something happened. I'm just saying, like, I gotta, like, not think about stuff and sleep.
You gotta watch the anime, though. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Just
Josh,
because...
It's hilarious, right?
It definitely is. But just because of that twist, and I feel extremely bad for what she goes through,
Yeah.
I'd have
ooh.
to marry her, give her a little bit of happiness in her life.
See, it's just. Mm.
We'll
But
leave it at
that
that because if we go any deeper in that, it's going to become a spoiler central. And
But
this
you said
anime's
you
too
gonna
good
marry
not
her to make her happy, but you're gonna go and do some other girl in the background. I mean, she gonna kill you, man.
She is going to kill me, but I had no choice. She was
At
going to
least
slit
with
my throat.
Anna, you could like try to play around with the numbers, you know.
She thought he slept with someone and almost slit his throat.
But no, she was standing over him with a knife and a carrot. Okay,
A
that's
knife and a
all.
carrot. A
Yeah,
carrot
a
though?
knife and a carrot. That is exactly right.
What is this, fucking shoot 'em up?
Because he wakes up, he wakes up and she's like, "I came over to see how you were doing, and see you laying next to this girl." And she like, you think she doesn't even cut the carrot, does she? She like just crushes it in her hand.
Yeah. Well, Troy, you too
Oh.
involved with Super, or you want to get in on this action? I mean, you like 90s animes. You've had to see Elfen Lied before.
Nope. I'll MFK. I'll marry this one, fuck the one in the middle, and kill the last one.
I'll give you that, I guess.
I'll give it to him.
He didn't even read what that middle one's picture said, but
Here,
I read it.
He's like,
Hey,
when you see that scene, it is so unbelievable when you
I'll
see
put it
that
to you
scene.
this way. Y'all are looking at the wrong thing in that. She can bake.
Yeah, she can. Yes, she can.
Bake. Hey, man,
she definitely can. And for some of the substitutions she makes in her baking,
and she can shake too.
She is an awesome cook. I'll give her that.
That's fine. You
She
marry
can
that.
Shake, quake.
You lock that one right down. You lock that one down.
See, you gotta marry it then. You gotta marry it then, man.
Marry it.
See, do that, Josh.
All right. Robert, since you gave this suggestion, you want to take this one over?
I mean, you have to do the introduction. I can't move the slides.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one's from Happy Sugar Life. Her name's Sato. Completely
Main
crazy.
character.
Main character. Then, it's the main reason I can't remember her name.
Monica.
Yeah, Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. Crazy as fuck. Oh, the third one? Hold on.
Yeah, no shit. The third one.
Gasai from Future Diary.
This is easy.
Okay.
All right,
Michael, let's hear it.
All right. Well, that's the Mary right there. Is the Mary. I don't need the rest. You can kill the rest.
You got to pick one to fuck.
All right. Well, it's not see, I watched Doki Doki, so I kind of know what happens. I could have sworn I just heard the door open and close in here, so now I'm getting kind of scared. Hello? Because oh wait, nope, this is easy. Because it can be before all of that crazy stuff. I'll do the Happy Sugar Life girl and then kill the one in the middle.
Before the crazy stuff, you getting her while she's young, man. I mean, it's
better than the middle option.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, knowing all three characters, Michael, I think you have my. That's literally it. Okay, so yeah, Mary because she will basically spend pretty much her entire lifetime going through multiple fucking
universes to get back
just to get a chance to get with you.
Because you could kill one of her, but there could be another on her way there. So
right, or another one in development, basically.
Yeah.
I would fuck Sato because, and this is character specific, and this isn't really a spoiler because it's just description of her character. There was a time where she was basically fucking all the guys, and she didn't give a shit, and she would fuck any guy. And then the thing is, the good thing about that is she doesn't give a shit about the guys that she fucked. She would fuck you and then leave.
See?
She doesn't care because she has no emotional attachment. Zero.
No body bags.
Zero. No body bags.
That's what I'm saying.
She doesn't give two shits about who she fucks because she doesn't love them. And as long as you don't get in her way, if you leave, she doesn't. She forgets your name before you even fucking said it.
Yep. I see Willis more as the teacher in this life, though.
God, no. No. You're wrong.
Just go ahead and do your.
Okay, and then kill Monica because Monica, you kill her. So, it's not really difficult to say that's what I want to do.
See, that works. Yeah.
It does, 100%. For me personally. Okay,
right,
Josh, what's your thought?
I actually cannot argue with y'all.
I
I can try and defend it as much as possible, but I'd have to marry, because, like you said, she's got multiple versions of her. One of them will come and get you.
Eventually.
She's
got fucking sleeper cells.
And if she doesn't come for you, she'll come for another version of you, which could be you.
Then
so you, and then you, yeah.
Like Robert's reasoning, she slept with anybody and everybody. I'd wrap it up, but I'd do it.
I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, you there's lessons, consequences in this one. well, not only that lesson, but
just don't follow her home.
I'd have to kill her.
Right.
Yeah, kill Monica because what she did to Sayori is criminal. Can't forgive her. Can't forgive her.
It legitly is, though.
That's what I'm saying. We're all in agreement on this, and Troy's gonna choose the first three again. Go ahead, Troy.
Or he's gonna say in reverse order. Or he's gonna talk about fucking Champa and killing fucking Beerus or something.
No, it's Gohan and Piccolo talking right now.
Okay.
Father and son.
We'll kill this one. We'll marry that one, and we'll fuck that one.
In the order that they were just displayed?
Yeah, kill it. No, take it back. Kill this one, fuck Monica, and then marry the last one.
Ooh.
I'm only okay with the marry option there.
All I can say for killing Sato is good luck.
She's a pretty bad.
I mean, he has a better chance killing her than
she.
But
well, I mean, all I need for Monica is a magnet.
Oh.
I mean, I guess you've got a point, but when it comes to killing Sato,
that's
man,
dirty.
Especially after this most recent episode, like I said, all I can say is good luck because she's gonna be on to you before you even know what the fuck's happened.
Haha, that's what she thinks.
Trust me, she's pretty confident in how she does things.
Way too confident, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the random anime generator.
Woo!
Now, I did go ahead and do it as a list because, I mean, it generates 1,052 of them, and I can just click next instead of going back and refreshing it.
We already know Michael's seen this one.
Yep. Alright. Catch-a-man crowds.
Gotcha-man crowds.
I have not seen it.
Wait. Josh will not like it because I'm pretty sure this is a card game.
In other words, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not bad.
Daphne and the Brilliant Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you've seen it?
I have because it was related to Monster.
Maggie Moji Rumoro?
I have.
I've not seen it.
It says comedy, ecchi, fantasy school.
Seems interesting.
Under genre. That's a big ass hat.
That is a big ass hat.
After an unfortunate accident, completely normal heterosexual high school student. Is branded as a pervert.
Wait! I think this was the one I was looking for. I had watched and I forgot what the title was. I forgot to put it on my list. Give me a moment. I gotta pick up this name real fast.
In other words, he's seen it.
Give me a moment. All right. I don't know how to spell that crap.
Maggie Mujo.
Rurumo. Dang, I was actually looking forward to this being the rando, so I'm probably going to mark this down on my list anyways.
I think I'm going to do the same
yeah,
thing,
I have seen this one. It's pretty good. I was actually looking for this one.
Aren't you glad I generated a list now?
Yeah. There's like a few more out there that I've seen, but
We've...
yeah,
I've
seen this, right?
Oh, Space Dandy, man, that's a good one.
I know. Josh
I've seen this
one.
one.
Go ahead and skip it, Josh. I know you have. You're like, I love the theme song so much.
Everybody, throw your hands.
Wait, was Space Dandy that weird one that was kind of like Cowboy Bebop, but not?
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's more like if Cowboy Bebop was made by the guys who did regular show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the same animation style.
Yeah.
And they had a couple episodes that were kind of Cowboy Bebop-y.
Yeah, well, once you get past like the first half of the first season, it's just mindfuck all day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think I watched the first season of it.
Yeah, it's one of those anime that if you were to like watch it stoned, you would love it till the end of time.
I'm not going to complain about this option. I haven't seen it, but it is 4 minutes long.
4 minutes? Didn't we say that we were gonna like try to avoid doing like this 4 to 7 minute ones?
Where do you see it's 4 minutes?
I went ahead and looked it up.
He's already looking it up. Yeah.
Okay.
I seen 3 girls on there, no dudes. I was already getting a bad feeling.
You're like,
Okay.
Yeah, I know, Willis.
I've seen this one. That 3.5 is misleading. It should be a 1.5. All right.
Yeah.
Adventure fantasy harem.
This is a fantasy harem. No, it's a harem. No, it's an anime. That's all it is. Terrible.
All right, I went to the next one because I've heard that spiel multiple times. That's the reason why I was aiming to actually just skip right over it. And then Daz Aria.
Oh wait, is that what? Okay, that's actually a fairly new show. It's not that bad.
But you've seen it, so
yeah.
Dance in the Vampire Bun.
Yes, I've seen it, but it's really good. Okay, this is another one made by Shaft, Studio Shaft, or whatever it's called. It's really good. They make a lot of really good anime. This is one of them. Please watch this one. It's good.
Okay, I've got my anime list up.
Nope. Nobagun?
Yeah.
Nobanagan?
It's yeah.
Nobunaga.
It's based off of the name anyways is based off of Nobunaga, but
I already know.
Hey.
The only one Troy's seen.
Hey.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. Well, I've seen some of it too. And then a place further than the universe.
It isn't out yet.
Oh, it's season winter 2018. It's not out yet.
Damn it. Bokuwa.
Then why does it have a 4 out of 5? It's not out
That's
yet.
Good.
Hear me out.
This one's good.
This one is really
right.
good.
I like the first season, not the second season so much. But I do like.
I'll agree on that part, but a girl.
Second season does something really retarded, but most of the second season is really good towards it until it gets towards the end. Best one is
The Girl Who Cried Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I already know. Next.
Okay, it's good. It's good, but okay.
We already know. We've already heard you talk about Slam Dunk. We know it's good.
But it's not even bad.
The fuck is this?
This looks like another 4-minute one. I
No,
can't see them
no,
making
no,
24
no.
minutes out of this.
No.
But we can
No.
check real fast.
No.
And
Check
see
it.
the-
Just check it. Please tell me this isn't like a 20 fucking minute
Please
anime.
tell me it's not.
It's the Japanese answer to BoJack Horseman.
It's 5 minutes long.
It's
What?
what?
5 minutes long.
Yeah,
Good.
skip. Like,
Armed girls match.
Machiavelli.
Hear me out. This one is good, and it's missing a genre of harem.
I may have to check into that later. Our love is. No.
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 Yes.
You've
Yes.
seen it.
no. Yes.
No to
That last one.
Yes to this
That
one.
that last one. Hated it.
The only thing I hate about this anime is the name of it, but I like the rest of it.
Oh, Edo Rocket.
You've seen it?
No,
Yeah, he was just saying
that's
the
just
name.
the name.
I was able to say-
Edo Rocket.
I was hoping someone jump in and say they've seen it.
No, is this? This looks like it's probably one that's not 5 minutes long.
It definitely looks like it's not one that's 5 minutes long,
Let's
and
see.
that's what I hate about it.
It's not, and it's made by Madhouse, and it was made in 2007.
Ooh, Madhouse. I can fucks with that. It's 26 episodes. Damn.
I
Let's see.
Guess this is the pick, even though I'm not a big fan of Madhouse.
2000.
Overlord made Madhouse.
Madhouse made Overlord.
Yeah.
Hold on, is
Whatever.
Madhouse
No,
one?
Overlord
Hold
made
on,
Madhouse.
hold on. on,
Licensed
let
by
me-
Funimation, so there's probably an English dub.
And Madhouse did Parasite, Josh. Come on, and One Punch Man, and No Game No Life. What are you talking about, Josh?
Do I have the wrong one? Which one
Madhouse
done
made
World Only God
Rain.
Knows?
It made. I don't think that was Madhouse.
No, okay, I had the wrong studio. I will
Madhouse
back up my
is known
statement. I'm
normally for
sorry.
just making one season shows, but I don't think that's Madhouse.
Yeah, it's not. It's like White something, White Fox, something
Man,
like that.
Madhouse makes so much good anime though. They got One Out, they got One Punch Man, Overlord, Lazy General, Red Line, Perfect Blue. Oh, the only one I don't like on this list that I'm looking at right now is Chaos Head because it's stupid. Don't watch Chaos Head, and don't watch its sequel, Chaos Child.
All right,
I'll
so I'm
spoil
gonna
it for
take
you
it.
if you
Oh,
think about
Edo
watching them.
Rocket's gonna be the.
Looks to be, yeah. Nobody's seen it.
I haven't seen it. I'll probably end up liking it because it's Madhouse, but that means it'll probably be missing a second season.
I don't know, 26 episodes. It should be able to cover what it needs to.
Wait,
We'll see.
Madhouse made the history of Trunks? What?
See,
What?
Madhouse is amazing, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Yeah,
they made history of
I
Trunks.
wasn't.
They made the girl that leapt through time.
Oh, they. Okay, yeah, I definitely had the wrong one. They
They
made
also made the regular at Magic High School. Like
They done,
Madhouse is where it's.
they
They did
did-
Death Note.
They did the Chaos.
Sunday That
special.
God Left. What was the
See.
name of it? Sunday That God
They
Left.
did Ultimate Survivor, man.
I know I had the wrong one. I will straight up admit that. I thought it was a different one. What is the name of that one? And I know you probably
They did
skipped it, Willis. It was the Sunday Without God. Yeah, Sunday Without God.
They did a fucking Lilo and Stitch movie special? What?
And they did Final Fantasy VII Last Order, and they did the Animatrix.
The Animatrix. Yeah, that's a classic one.
They are like they do everything that I pretty much like, except for like 3 things that I've seen so far. I thought were complete garbage.
Yeah, like I said, I'll straight up admit I had the wrong studio. I thought it was a different one.
Mm.
They
My
made
bad.
DNA too. Ooh, that hurt my heart. That one hurt my heart. Feels that ending.
But I know a lot of us have to work in the morning, and
They did Card Capture. They did Supernatural animation.
well,
They did a lot.
I'm gonna have to cut it off. I know some of us got to work in the morning, and we got a very late start on this podcast.
Yeah.
But
They did
I'm a-
Blade and X-Men.
To anyone that watches this later in time, thank you for joining the AEO podcast. We'll try and be back at 8 o'clock next week instead of 9 with no audio. My bad. Sorry. Alright. Well, see y'all. I'm heading off.
Later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Still on the air for a moment. I can't get it to shut off.